list of questions.
Yeah, exactly. How
Should
much?
we show the camera?
Hey, is laughing actually hurting you still?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Laughing is not painful.
No, no, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, that is good to know, Shannon. And we are in the middle of it already.
Yes.
I have the great pleasure and honor to welcome Shannon Pilcher today in the NSL office. And yes, we are in the land. We're not in Dubai,
No.
as some people thought the NSL news is. We're in the land. And I want to have a little forward. I want to explain just one thing shortly, as short as possible, why I felt that I would like to invite Shannon to visit with us. Because I do know that he still gets tired, and it's an effort for you to be here. You know, well, he is having fun and he's laughing and smiling again, but he's still recovering, and it was a difficult decision for me. But eventually, I felt like everybody out there who has whose lives Shannon has touched will most likely feel the same as I felt when I saw him the first time today. It was the first time that I've seen him,
Yes.
you, Shannon, for a long time. And I was happy to see him. And I feel like everybody is probably feeling the same. And that's why we decided, Shannon agreed, that we're just going to be here, say hello, and welcome back, Shannon. Welcome back to the
Thank you, Kurt.
Not only welcome back to the NSL talk, but back to our little world,
Yes.
our little skydiving
A
world.
world within a world.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you. It's really good to be here. I wish that I could see all the faces out there too. Hello to everyone.
There would be something, right? Looking into the camera and then
Yes.
see. Well, we cannot make that happen, but we can bring your voice back in. You know, we
Yes.
see you already, and then, which was always a pleasure. And I know that you have touched so many people's lives out there. The messages, Facebook went wild and crazy, you know, over the time period when you were over there.
Mhm.
So how did you're doing fine? You look good. You speak well. Your recovery process is in great shape.
Yeah, the recovery's going great. The transition back home has been good. It's still happening. I've been here for 1 week, so I'm learning again how to fit my constraints in with normal life. But really thankful that I don't. I mean, honestly, the end result is I'm in really good condition, and I should be able to reach a near full recovery, hopefully.
And I'm not going to ask you all those questions, which
Yeah,
are the,
good.
because I really have no interest on what happened, how it happened, and you know all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. We are just simply glad to have you back here. And there are other things which are more important. For instance, we are we are at round 7.
Yes, okay. Like I said, like 4-way scores.
So now we can try to pretend to go back to
Yes,
normal business
yes,
here, right?
yes.
So, you know, there is a lot of stuff to talk about actually. You know, a lot of things have happened in the meantime between the USBA Nationals and now the 2011 season has begun. Yes, there's a new lineup. Friends is with them. So, and I'm sure a little bit of all that you have already followed.
Yes. It's funny how I do know these things, but you realize if you're hurt for a significant time that things don't stand still. So it's almost like I woke up to a completely different 4-way world, even though I knew some of those things were happening.
That's actually even good for yourself to know that things move on,
Yes.
you know, for
Yes.
yourself and for everything.
Yes.
Well, let's. I really. It's so difficult to find a beginning of this, but
Yeah.
Dubai is probably the easiest way how to get back into it. You were in Dubai last year,
Yes.
and all your teammates who were on the expedition with you, they are now competing in Dubai,
Yes.
and they're doing extremely well. Well, as usual,
Yes.
what was to be expected. I'm sure you would have liked to be there.
Of course. Of course. Funny enough, it's a long time to be in one place.
Mm-hmm.
I remember months ago saying that I don't really want to give up most of January to one event.
Mm-hmm.
So that
that's when you were
particular
making
wish
plans.
came true. But as far as being there and the experience, it's a really fun time, a good experience. So I'm jealous of that.
Guillaume Bernier, he's doing swooping and
Yes.
forward. Did
Yes.
you know that?
Yes, but is he competing in this? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see. I haven't studied it.
He's in the four-way lineup still, the new and the old and the new lineup, and he is swoop. I didn't know even that he was in the swooping, but he has made all competition jumps in the swooping contest.
Fantastic.
He was actually doing pretty well. I think he missed the gate somewhere, so he had got 1-0 or maybe even 2. And so that makes it a little bit better for being there for a long time and not only for 8 rounds, but
Yes.
swooping at the
Yes.
same time.
Especially when they do 1 or 2 rounds a day. So many events, disciplines, and such good weather. I think it's hard if you're there only for one discipline. There's a lot of time on your hands.
Although we are benefiting actually at the moment from weather not so good,
Yes.
because we are still stuck at round 7, and the other events are not completed yet.
Yeah.
So we can have you here and comment a little bit on on the actual competition.
I will do my best.
Yeah, swooping, it's difficult to have it all in mind. There's so many different events. What I remember is that Jay is in the overall standing.
Mhm.
Jay Moletsky is in first, and Jonathan has worked his way up
Yes.
round by round.
Yes.
And is in second now. Or you know better. But have you?
Yeah, no, I have looked at the scores, both four-way and swooping. Partially because I knew today I would be talking with you, so a lot of it out of personal curiosity, but in the last couple of months, obviously, I haven't spent a lot of time paying attention to skydiving. So I was curious, and the swooping is always hard. Canopy piloting is always hard to tell until the last few rounds, maybe, who will actually end up on top, because the round by round things change so much, and because you're combining different events within an event. But Jay is on top, Jonathan has moved up, and now you're starting to see, if you look at the overalls or look at each event, you're starting to see where the real possibilities are, who will end up overall.
Ian has also moved up, a little bit.
Ian and Pablo are up high. They both have a chance in accuracy, I believe, and in the overall.
And the how do you say, the most humble person after each jump, Maha. It's fascinating to me. After each jump, a landing, he always goes and bows to the audience kindly.
Yeah.
I find this very.
He must be the most likable person on the planet.
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
If I had 200 Facebook messages when I was hurt, he would have 500. I mean, he was.
No, I don't think anybody can get much more than you would.
He's. I think everybody loves Maha, for sure.
Yeah, he's in third, I believe, in the overall standings
Yes.
now.
And then something happened, just for people looking at the scores. There's Warren Cleary is also doing very well, and he's an exceptional pilot who's only been on the scene for a few years. But if you look at the speed scores, I believe there's an incomplete round for him, and so that leaves us as viewers curious as to what happened, or
that's
or
a
what.
rejump situation.
Is that a
Because
rejump?
Exi emailed that there's a rejump actually in
Okay.
speed somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
So if, as you would hope, if it's not a 0, then he still has a great chance of getting posting a good score and ending up high in the rankings overall. If it were a 0, then you're left to be concerned that he would be moved down.
Now it would be easy to to go make the transition straight into four-way, but I had when I thought about that we would be here today, I was thinking what is there to talk about, and it is first of all endless anyway.
Yeah.
But I was also kind of one of the thoughts that came up was going way back, because your activities have been so comprehensive. Looking back, I mean, four-way. Many people only know you right now. A lot of people know you only as a canopy pilot.
Yes.
They probably don't even know that you are a four-way world champion.
Yeah.
Then there are many who know you as a canopy pilot and a four-way champion. But then you started like four-way vertical formation skydiving long before anybody was thinking about it. And I remember the break-off videos of Genesis in the early days.
Yeah.
You know, you were so innovative already by then, trying to find different ways and different things, and and then after that, the freestyle things in the tunnel and the canopy, you began to swoop your parachute probably after you had learned how to open it.
Pretty
Is
much,
that right? Kind
pretty
of.
much, yeah.
So that was, long ago, and then came the expedition and the canopy piloting and all that. You've been so creative in so many ways, base jumping and I feel like I almost feel bad reducing it only to canopy piloting and four-way, but NSL is mostly
four-way. No, it is. It's. I mean, it's nice for it to be called creative, but I think one thing leads to another in the sport naturally, and the things that I've done have just worked well together more than anything. So I think I know a lot of people, and I would imagine that a lot of people are doing the same combination of things. Flying a parachute and doing something in free fall. So that's been fairly easy. And
who's throwing away a Georgia Tech career and then to create
right.
eventually a PD factory team or a Flight 1.
Yeah.
And cruising through the world, doing all kind of things. Not too many people do that.
No, it's true. Yes.
Oh, let's get to four-way now.
Okay, it's good with me. The four-way is pretty exciting right now. It's an exciting time, huh?
Yeah. Well, let's Dubai. Okay, let's begin in Dubai, and then we can backtrack a little bit into the US situation and so forth, because there are some interesting developments as well. So Dubai, we have. What do we have? We have airspeed Hayabusa in France.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the world scene is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And we knew it would be, so that's where I kind of had to blink the eyes and awaken, and then it's as we expected, but even more exciting, And the cool thing about Dubai is normally we have a world meet, and we know that there are some big changes coming in the next 2 years. And often we don't see the result of those changes for another year or maybe more, maybe till the next world meet,
Usually until the Shamrock.
Yeah, but we see them broken up. We don't always see everyone. Yeah, and the Shamrock has become such a big pivotal point for this. And now with Dubai only 2 or 3 months later, we see an immediate, just kind of like a glimpse of what is to come, So I think it's pretty exciting to see all the big changes were made, and not the different changes. Just a new person. We can't say 3 teams have a new person, so it's the same. It's different the way it's happened. And then to see them so close and to see the race unfold as it has been exciting.
You probably know better than anybody. I mean, definitely better than me and many of us. What it means to change one person on that level.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably something you could sit and debate for hours. People could debate this for hours, like what is the real consequence of changing a person. But at the end of the day, you have a team like I mean, if we look at the 3 situations, Hayabusa has changed a person, but they've basically this person has been involved in the fold and has, to some extent, and we don't know for sure, but whether it's wind tunnel or some jumping, has been involved in the continuity and the team dynamics, all of those things, and has probably flown in that slot before.
In training, yeah, and that, yeah.
At some point, even periodically, you know.
He's been only 4 years in the sport, he didn't have much time.
So he's very young in the sport.
He's 21 years old of age.
And then, and the French team, you have someone who also knows the continuity well, or a big part of it, and who is experienced, a veteran jumper, but nonetheless is moving into a completely new aerial dynamic. You know, like everything that happens in the air, you can't just do it overnight, even with one person.
Yeah, amazing.
And then with airspeed, you have a complete shuffle. Still, some people flying the slots they're most recently familiar with, but nonetheless, you have people coming from all over the place to build a team. So it is a rebuild in that sense.
Yeah, let's just disregard this amazing lineup in Dubai right now, which was really cool.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, hi guys, amazing that they're still 2 points, behind in contention. But let's just disregard them anyway. Sorry, Eliana. Sorry.
No, I wasn't disregarding.
Let's look at the new airspeed lineup.
Yeah.
Compared now, so that makes it so interesting too, because there's a whole new airspeed lineup.
Yes.
The modified French and Belgian lineup, and then the whole new airspeed lineup. What do you see there as a potential for?
I mean, the only thing, like, I'm so glad that Craig and all of them were able to put this together for this, and the only part of the glimpse though that we don't have into the future is seeing how this new airspeed team would have, where it would have positioned itself in this competition. But it's so early, it doesn't really matter. I think they did the right thing. But the new team, I mean, I have no idea. We all get a few looks on Facebook from time to time of how their jumps are, and they look exceptional. And knowing any of the members or all of the members, as some of us do, I think we can only guess at the dynamic, and I mean, I have some guesses, but it's just far too early. I think there will be an exceptional team.
Well, the first impressions we'll probably get at the Shamrock. All those teams will be coming to the Shamrock showdown.
Perfect.
And then we'll see how it all plays out with each other.
Yes. With
each other against you. I can't wait. It's so exciting.
Yes. Yeah, that is only months away, literally. I mean, it will be here tomorrow almost.
Right. Yes.
So that's
time
very
to get
exciting.
ready for that too. Well, we have a. Did you did you know that the French the leader in the female category is actually jumping? I call it jumping as a 6-way.
No. What do you mean?
There are two of members, Bérangère and Françoise. They have both babies.
Oh, really?
In the competition.
Fantastic.
Congratulations
Fantastic.
again, you two. We are so happy for you. We know that now. It was kept secret for a little while, but now everybody knows. Now we really know why they had to disband after the World Meet. They had family plans
and this team. This is the team from last year jumping.
Yes.
Yeah.
The US team, amazing in the female 4-way. Notice that.
And I don't even know the long-term plan of this team. I just know that this is a pickup team, so to speak, for this event.
And they have Christy Fricken in there.
Yes.
So it cannot last, I guess, unless Christy decides to go into the female category for good.
Or unless this is the Fury B team or the new Fury team or something.
The Fury Farm team. No, probably not. It looks like I would be surprised if the other three would not continue in some way or the other. They'll be looking around for options. What are your other former teammates with the Forest doing?
Well, Thomas is with Airspeed.
Thomas with Airspeed. Gary.
Gary is building a bigger family. He has had
he too.
a baby, maybe I don't know 9 months ago, and then Ian is here. Ian and I are both on the swoop team.
All right, Shannon. I think we have extended our the planned time already by far.
Yes.
And I'm not going to cut anything out of that because first of all, YouTube allows the NSL news now to have really long videos. I don't know why, but they've accepted this now.
Yeah.
They have seen that we are not doing any weird stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
So this will all be out there hopefully very soon. And thank you very much again for taking the time and making the effort, Shannon.
Yeah.
And again, we're glad to see that you are happy and healthy and laughing and smiling and recovering well.
Yes.
And we'll see you out there probably very soon again and more often.
Yes. I mean, I would just like to say thank you, Kurt, for you were very considerate in the way you invited me. You knew that it was perhaps a difficult decision, and as a friend, you talked to me about it. So thank you for inviting me here today, and thank God for allowing me to have another chance.
Yes,
and then thank you so many people. I don't even have the words. I can't really put it into words, but it's better than Facebook, is the chance to be able to say thank you to hundreds, maybe thousands of people who not only sent messages of encouragement and support, but repeatedly sent messages, even though I was not in a position to even respond to those. So it let me know that people were taking some moments out of their day to think about it, and even tell family and friends. It was amazing. It was really, really amazing.
I followed that, even though I wasn't much involved, but I followed that every day, and it was very impressive. And thank you very much to everybody for this support, which meant a lot to you.
It was huge. It was huge. I mean, it was huge.
Okay, thanks,
Thank
Shannon.
you. Thanks, Kurt.
Oh, no, that was easy. No, I'm curious.